Hey, I'm going to be reading a little bit out of Romans today. Romans chapter 13, verse 11 through 14. And I've got it marked in my Bible, 8 through 14, but we're just going to read 11 through 14. And God gave me this chapter when I was at a really bad point in my walk with Him. And I guess it's probably about 8 or 9 months ago, maybe. He gave me this, and I was just not doing good at all. I wasn't in good shape at all. I guess I was just doing what I wanted to do, and I didn't realize I was in bad shape, though, is the scary part. I guess I kind of had an idea that I wasn't doing good, but I didn't really think of it as being a big deal until God opened my eyes and let me see that I was a lot further away than I thought I was. And I'm thankful for that, of course. But it took Him and His Word to open my eyes and show me that. And He did that through chapter 13 and in these verses specifically that I'm about to read. So I'll start off in verse 11. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed." And it says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep." And that's kind of how I was spiritually. I was spiritually asleep. And I'm so glad that I got woke up. I didn't even realize I was asleep. But a lot of us fall asleep and we don't even realize it. But you can be asleep. And he says right now to wake up. It's time to wake up out of sleep, for now our salvation is nearer than when we believed. And verse 12 says, "The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light." And I'm a huge nerd, and I love that. When God can give you visuals like putting on the armor of light, because I can just picture myself in this full body armor that just glows with God's power and His grace and His love, and I can just see myself totally decked out from head to toe in this armor of light. And I know that armor is protecting me and keeping me safe, and it gives me a lot of strength to be able to visualize that. And I just think that's kind of neat. And but anyways, it says at the beginning, the night, and this scared me. This is the verse that got me, that woke me up and scared me good. And it says, "The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness." And it's true, the night is far spent. And that's kind of scary, because I guess you can relate that to a lot of things. The night is far spent. You know, your life is almost over. The day is at hand. You know, it's almost time. You know, the night's almost over. And I guess it can also mean, you know, Jesus is returning, because in verse 11 it says, "For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed." And what I think that means is that our salvation is nearer than when we believed, is that you know, from the day that we got saved, we're just that much closer to Christ coming back. So it would make sense that verse 12 would mean, you know, the day is at hand. Jesus is coming back. So that scared me. That scared me a lot. And verse 13 says, "Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying." And so how does a person walk during the day? They walk not doing these things because people can see them. You know, people put their best foot forward during the day, when people's watching, when people can see them, when everybody's awake and focused on them. But what do you do at night? What do you do behind closed doors when nobody's looking? Or at least when you think nobody's looking, because God's always looking. And He's the one that's going to judge us at the end. So you better walk as though you were walking in the day all the time, not just during the day. "But put you on the Lord Jesus Christ," verse 14, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lusts thereof. And put you on the Lord Jesus Christ, I think, is kind of like what Paul said, to renew your mind daily. It's something you have to do. It's a choice you have to make. You've got to put on Jesus. And what is Jesus? He's love, he's patience, he's peace, he's all these things. I know that's love too, but you know, God is love and Jesus is God. So that's what Jesus is, and you've got to put those things on. And there are fruits of the Spirit. You know, there's fruits, but you've got to choose. It's a choice. To be able to put something on is a choice. It's a chore. I mean, it's a physical act. You have to do it. You have to make a choice to do that, to put something on. It doesn't just put itself on. You have to put it on. So put on the Lord Jesus Christ. And make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Don't give the devil an inch, because he'll take them all, or two, or three. Don't put yourself in any kind of situations where you know you're going to fall, even though you think you might be strong enough to withstand temptation in a certain situation. Don't buy that junk for a second. I'll just tell you right now, that doesn't work. I've tried that. You wouldn't believe how many times I've let the devil trick me with that little trick. Go ahead and go. You know, go out with your friends. Go to the bar. Go to the club. Go wherever. You're strong enough to handle it. You can do it. And I'll think, yeah, I can go. Maybe I'll be able to shine my Christian light to all these people. And the next thing you know, I am caught right up in it. So don't give provision to the flesh. Don't give it an inch. Don't give it anything. Stay away. Best thing you can do is stay away. I heard a preacher say that the best way to win a battle against the devil is to not even step in the ring. Because if you do, he's probably going to knock your lights out. And it's true. And I think about that when I'm tempted to get myself into a situation where I know I'm going to get in trouble. I think, you know, do I really want to step into the ring? Because more than likely, I'm going to get punched out. So, you know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That's just the way it is. But you've got to not give provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. You've got to not do that. That's a no-no. But so that's Romans chapter 13 verses 11 through 14. I hope you enjoyed it, and God bless.